Today's a day I have been waiting for a long time. I may not be finished with the van build and there is still quite a bit of work left to complete it. I have installed the heater though and I have built the bed, so I could not hold back any longer. I drove up to the mountain to find snow and spent my first night there in the van, in the cold and in difficult conditions. Let's see. Will I manage to endure it? I am on the mountain in front of a plateau in a beautiful place. On one side there is a plateau and on the other there is a mountain with snow. It is cold, but today I came to stay in the van, to stay here to also test the heating. Generally I have come equipped and I believe it will be a very nice experience, and I hope everything goes well, that I do not get cold. I have loaded quite a few things into the van because I did not know what I might need and what not. I did not know how cold it would be and if there would be snow here too. And besides that, I also have the wood inside in case I do some work tomorrow morning to move the construction along a bit. I need to put a row in here so I can get it ready to stay, because a cold night is expected and I do not have that many hours left until evening comes. At least I have a bed, which now, the way I see it, is perfect for sitting here too if you want. I think it was a very good choice to do it this way. Also brought an electric blanket, which is perfect for the van to keep warm at night. Many have told me about the heater. Don't leave it on at night while you sleep. And they are right, because in such a small space it is not the best idea. It will get stuffy. I think we will see from experience how it goes for the first time. I will let you know. But the electric blanket is something that reminds me of my grandmother. My grandmother used to put an electric blanket on us when we were little so we could sleep. It is a double one, so I will set it up like this and turn one side on. Let us see what the power consumption will be. I think it has very low consumption, so I can leave it on all night to keep me warm. I have brought sheets and pillows here. I used to do this all the time in the Clio van. Every time I wanted to sleep, I would make and unmake the bed. The truth is that at some point I started getting very tired of this situation, and I kept saying, when will I get a van so I can have it permanently made up? That is how it will be with the van once it is finished. It will be permanently made up so I can just open it, get in and lie down. I remember a time when I was renting a house that had no heating for a month or two. I only managed it with the electric blanket. I didn't want to get out of bed. A pillow, one blanket, a second blanket, and I've even brought a quilt. To be prepared for any eventuality, because if the heating doesn't work today, I don't want to leave. I want to stay. It's gotten very cold. My hands have frozen. I brought the Bluetti inside because I'll be heading in myself soon. I will contact them the drone batteries to charge here because this place is truly impressive. It's like the Omalos Plateau. That's what it reminds me of. Only here there are no lakes. And in the morning I want to shoot more footage and photos and have the camera batteries charging. For today the Bluetti will be my nightstand. I will plug in the electric blankets now. It is essentially one, but it is split into two parts. I see that the first one is drawing 107 watts. Very little. However, when I have it on high. On low it draws 73, which is what you usually set it to for sleeping, but now I will set it to high to warm up the mattress. I also want to plug in the air fryer somewhere. Where should I put it now? I will leave it down here for now because I have brought beef patties to make burgers. I already had one in for a while. I'll put the other one in too, and while the patties are cooking I should try to turn on the heater to warm up the car for lighter when I'm supposed to sit inside. Oh man, it's freezing. What I had thought to do was to get power from the power station with this here, but the port it has for the car plug doesn't handle as many amps as the diesel heater needs at startup, so for now I did this temporarily just to power the light so I have light inside. But for the diesel heater I got this transformer here which takes 220 and converts it to 12 volts. This way I will power the diesel heater from here, and generally I can power the whole van if I want to from here. It is for 40 amperes, it is quite large. Now what remains is to test that the heating works. As you can see, I have all the ports occupied. It is at 76% and it is outputting 1500 watts right now. We can see that the diesel heater panel has turned on. Now let's see if it starts blowing hot air. That is where I have the diesel heater. The exhaust has started to smoke a little bit now at the start. The heater has started working. Of course, I have it open now because I haven't run it for a while, and everyone told me you need to leave it on for 30 or 40 minutes the first time so the plastics lose their smell. This is how much it's drawing now that the diesel heater has started. 50 something watts. Absolutely nothing. Extreme landscape really. So many clouds are passing over all the mountains and it is drizzling at the same time. I'm waiting for the patties to be ready to eat my burgers and then go inside to warm up. It has started to rain, but I've left the air fryer there to cook the patties, and I've opened it up and I'm sitting here underneath because I don't want to go inside yet, even though it's cold and it will be just right inside. I'm waiting to eat my burgers though first, and then I'll go inside. They smell amazing. I will toast 2 buns too. Today I even brought barbecue sauce to make the burger go down easier. The place where I am is beautiful. I will eat to get some calories because it is freezing, and then I will go inside. I have also brought a book. It is still not quite 7 o'clock. One of the positives of summer is that it stays light out late, but the heat in the summer is often unbearable when you are on the road. The heating is working just fine. It has cleared all the moisture from the windows and has raised the temperature from 8 degrees inside here to 17.2 in 20 to 25 minutes. I will let it run a little longer to get it to about 20 something.
It is perfect though. You feel very comfortable with the heating inside the car. Until a little while ago I was cold, and now I'm starting to take off my clothes little by little. These days I'm reading the Goggins book. Very good book. From what I have read, I can see it is truly worth it. 18.7 in just a few minutes. Our Pacinto raised the temperature by 10 degrees in less than half an hour. And here I have something that many of you suggested in the comments. And they are right too. It is a carbon monoxide detector, because in an enclosed space this machine is not the best thing to have on for a long time. Okay? So one G can test. Up until now, when I've kept the front window slightly open to let in some fresh air. I'll close it when I go to sleep. It has an alarm. If it detects anything, the alarm goes off to wake you up so you don't die from asphyxiation, because these things are dangerous. Listen to how it sounds. Wow, it really hurts your ears. So wherever you use this kind of heating, it is very good to have a carbon monoxide detector for safety. 19.1 degrees and 48% humidity. I do not even have that low humidity in my own house. Let us see what Goggins says. I was at the bottom of the barrel of life, at the dregs. But for the first time in a very long time, I was awake.
It looks very windy and cold outside, and I do not want to go out to confirm it, but I have to. I must go out for a bit and then I will come back in.
My hands have frozen. It is really freezing cold, and it is no weather to be sitting outside at all. Not at all. It is very windy, and it feels like it is bringing the frost down from the mountain, from the snow, because this is a mountain here too. I am at a high altitude, but it brings even more frost from the snow. I had better go back inside to make some coffee. It has dropped to it has dropped to 6 degrees now that I opened it. At night I noticed that from the 20 degrees I set the heating to, it dropped to 15 over several hours. So the heating, the warmth held up. But when I woke up this morning it was at 10. But with the electric blanket I didn't feel a thing. Yeah, but under the blanket and the duvets from on the boy, it was very nice. Now that I've opened the door here, it's back down to 6 degrees. That's why I think I'll turn the heat on again, warm up a bit and drink my coffee inside, because it's very cold, very cold. At this point I'd like to pause the video to let you know that the new Edge to Edge shirt has been released. A new design, my favorite one I have released so far. It is this one here on the back, the new van with mountains and the logo on the front.
It obviously put an authenticity tag kung manalagad dia got it and make it yours from the link I have in the description to place your order. We ship all over Greece, and this way you support me and my channel so I can make even more videos. Along with your order you will also get Edge to Edge stickers. But now let's go back to the video.
The thing is, I started coming here to stay, and I expected there would be snow around here too. It is a good thing there isn't, because it is really very cold even now without snow. I do not want to imagine how cold it would be if there was snow too. I will turn on the heating to start so I can have a coffee in here where it's warm, because the temperature has dropped below 5 degrees. The humidity has risen a lot to 64%. This transformer is perfectly fine. The only negative I would point out is that it has a fan, which is good that it has one, but this fan runs non-stop and it is a bit tiring to hear. I do not know if there is one without a fan.
Here we see it has started working normally. This little icon is for the pump and that the fan is running. Here is the air intake and the exhaust, and here is the temperature it detects. It can be heard. It started working. You can hear the pump, the exhaust. I'm to warm up a bit. And many people wrote to me, Mama, why did you add extra heating instead of using the car's bono? Because I don't want to keep the car running when it's not needed, and it's also more economical. It only uses power during startup, then it uses very little, and it burns about half a liter of diesel per hour. The manufacturer states 0.4, and everyone I have spoken to has told me the same. So about half a liter per hour. There are many reasons why I preferred this one.
In less than 5 minutes, it went up to 9 degrees. Let's see what happens next. And it is time to make some coffee.
Now I can take off my gloves too. Without heating, I don't think I would have stayed. I would have left as soon as I woke up and got out of the electric blanket. This little stove has been everywhere. Although once I set up my little kitchen here, I want to get a tabletop burner instead of this one. I want to keep this only for other situations, for an emergency. But I still haven't decided on a tabletop burner. I am looking, while the coffee is brewing, a banana too. As a friend of mine said, I need a sponsor to provide me with bananas with as many as I eat, because it is my favorite fruit. The coffee has risen. The best thing ever, hot coffee in the fan with a view of the snow. At this point, make sure you have subscribed. Write me a comment with other video ideas you would like to see, and of course hit a like if you enjoyed the video. 14 degrees. Not even 15 minutes have passed and the temperature has risen about 10 degrees. I am already starting to feel better.
I can start taking off some clothes. I don't want to imagine the freezing cold outside.
My fingers were frozen before. Now that I'm sitting in here drinking my coffee in the warmth, I'm thinking that this was one of my biggest complaints in the Clio van, that I couldn't just wake up, make my coffee and stay inside. I always had to go through the whole process, pack up the bed, set up the table. 18.1 and the temperature keeps rising. I am already very comfortable now. I am in a state where I feel very comfortable inside and it is freezing outside. Yes, and what I was saying is that here too things are a bit of a mess right now, because the only thing that's been done is the bed, but it was enough to get me to say, yes, I want to go to the mountains and stay, but not then. It's the first official overnight stay in the van. I stayed on Mori one more time back when I first got it, and I had stripped almost everything inside. It had nothing, it was empty, just stuff, I know. And now it has a lot of stuff again, because I have wood to continue the builds, to make a kitchen here, some cabinets, and then it will really be much more comfortable. Everything will be in order, and meanwhile I was thinking that when I wake up I will be able to do some work inside the van, but in this cold I can't do any work. I don't even want to go outside for a minute. The temperature is rising rapidly. We just reached 23 degrees and it's barely been an hour since I turned on the heat, but the space is small, it's insulated. Just wait until the windows are insulated too, with curtains and maybe something else. I can't wait to continue the work, and I'm looking forward to the next trips, to the next videos. The best is just starting, as you can tell, so subscribe, and until the next one, watch another video from these here.